Anak, alam mo, ikaw yung klase ng anak na hindi masakit sa ulo. Those were the exact words I heard from my mom after I confessed to her over the phone that I got pregnant by my boyfriend. At that moment, those words were the most consoling words that I needed to hear. But sometimes it kept me thinking, saan niya kaya binasi yun? Knowing na sobrang daming bagay na hindi niya alam tungkol sa akin. My mom was just 17 years old nung pinanganak niya ako, and my dad is way older than her. Sorry. Maybe that's the reason why palagi sila nag-aaway. And me, at my young age, seeing them argue and hurt each other, naging distant and secretive ako sa kanila. I found myself hating my parents. I cursed my life, and I even cursed God. I focused myself on my studies. Hindi naman sila nagkulang sa pag-provide ng mga pangangailangan ko, sa pagpapaalala na kailangan mag-aral mabuti. But deep inside, I know that I am emotionally damaged. And I feel like our house is not a home for me anymore. And I enjoy the company of my friends, of my classmates so much. And gumagawa ako ng paraan para magtambay ng matagal, hindi muna umuwi because I don't wanna go home early. And when I receive special attention from my friends, I crave for that feeling that I wanted more than just friends. And I was also inclined to get attracted to other girls because I was so confused and I felt like I needed to express my affection to someone, which is hindi ko nagagawa sa bahay because hindi kami open with each other. Meron akong gap between my parents. And I was just grade 5 when I had my first heartbreak. Masyado pang bata. But years passed, na in and out lang ako sa mga relationships at my very young age without my parents knowing about it. And I feel like I can't live without having a special someone. And I was only 13 years old when I had my first intimate relationship that lasted for 4 years. But again, it left me broken and heartbroken and wounded. But for me, those people are my salvation, and they are my escape from feeling empty and lonely. I remember being rebellious to my parents. I was impolite towards them. Sinasagot-sagot ko lagi sila every time sinasaway nila ako. Pag gabi umuwi, pag holiday, pag weekend, umaalis. Since I focused myself on my studies, I was very studious. Ang lagi ko sinasagot sa kanila, di ba gusto niyo lang naman mag-aral ako mabuti, mataas ang grades ko. So, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung mataas na grades, basta pabayaan niyo ako sa gusto kong gawin. I was like that to them. May 2007, that my tita invited me to attend the Spirit Empowerment Seminar in the Lord's Flock. And it was a very refreshing experience na matagal na rin akong hindi nakakapagsimba or nakaka-attend ng mga activities sa church. But that was also the time that my parents got totally separated and my spiritual journey was cut short. At doon na nag-start na mag-decline yung performance ko sa school when I stopped attending the Lord's Flock and napasama sa mga bad companies, natuto magbisyo, and of course, hindi mawawala relationship. And I got so depressed that I attempted to end my life many times. I tried cutting my wrist, pero every time na ginagawa ko na siya, natitigilan ako kasi ang sakit. And I also drug overdose myself. There's this one time na I took a handful of Centrum sa ref at nagkulong ako sa kwarto at ininom ko lahat yon. At nung nanginginig na ako, madilim na yung paningin ko at natumba na lang ako sa kama, naisip ko, takot pala akong mamatay. But if you can just imagine how a young girl like me would think about ending her own life, that's the most crucial part, especially sa mga parents. And nung mahimasmasan ako, tinawagan ko kagad yung isang brother sa Lord's Flock na sabi ko, dalhin niya ako sa ospital. Tapos pagdating namin sa ospital, dumiretso kami sa ER, sa may Capitol. Tapos nung inassess na ako ng nurse, anong ininom ko, ilan, anong mga naramdaman ko, nung sinabi ko lahat yon, hindi ko ma-explain sa inyo yung itsura ng nurse nung sinabi niya sa akin na, Iha, hindi ka mamamatay sa multivitamins. Isentrum kasi ininom ko. But the cycle went on and on. The cycle went on and on. At nakakasawa at hindi ko na alam, para lang akong zombie. Until I decided to go back to the Lord's Flock in 2011. And there, may trabaho na ako and I became active in the singles, together with the singles group of our community. And I attended every Lord's Flock activities and I started serving, that I become more visible in our community. And to the point that our elder, Sister Techi, noticed that I have a potential for leadership. So she put me into her mentoring program. But still, the underlying problems in our family is still there. And at that time, I have my boyfriend for 7 years. Bago na ulit to. And during the down times in my life, since may mga issues pang hindi na-address, sa kanya ako nagsusot ng comfort. And which led us to do things that is unpleasing to the Lord. And that's why I got pregnant. My brothers and sisters, in Proverbs 18:3, it says there that sin and shame goes together. And can you just imagine yung shame ng kahihiyan ng nangyari? Because at that time, I'm really active and already one of the leaders of the youth and singles in our community. And that is so shameful. But, you know, the Lord works mysteriously. And I chose to live together with my mom kahit nagalit ako sa kanya kasi siya yung umiwan sa amin. But in that situation, the Lord used it na makapag-reconcile kami. And the courage left in me, nag-message ako sa mga leaders namin sa community because bigla lang akong nawala and lahat ng mga responsibilities ko, bigla ko na lang iniwanan. And I feel this burden in my heart that I am responsible for other youths and singles na in-entrust ni Lord sa akin. Tapos, ganun yung nangyari. So, they reminded me, our leaders na kumausap sa akin, about God's word in Hebrews 8:12. He says there that I will remember all your wrongdoings and your sins. I will remember no more. And they advised me to talk to my boyfriend to make it right with the Lord, so our relationship and our baby will be blessed too, because I'm having complications already due to the emotional distress. And that's what we did. That's what we really did. And brothers and sisters, like the thief who is nailed on the cross beside Jesus during his last moment, the thief who said to him, "Remember me, Lord, when you come into your kingdom." The moment I asked forgiveness from the Lord, I heard him clearly say to me, "Jing, your sins are forgiven and you will be restored. And today, you will be with me in paradise." And true enough, brothers and sisters, the Lord is ever faithful in His promises and words. Because that ex-boyfriend of mine is now my husband for 4 years, and our son Care is already 4 years old, and we are all actively attending our community in the Lord's flock. To God be the glory.